You okay?
This year, I was really looking forward to starting the pumpkin season off with a bunch of pumpkin-related videos. A DIY vegan pumpkin spice latte, because
I'm a basic white girl.
Pumpkin spice muffins, because
I'm the friendly neighborhood hoe muffin man.
And the classic shoving pumpkins up your butt
To get into the festive spirit.
Despite having a place that I was renting out on my own, so I set the rules so I can do these activities without anyone going,
"What are you doing?"
I wasn't able to because I got really depressed. Still am depressed.
Let me explain.
Having a controlling stalker roommate that was trying to force marriage onto me, working over 70 hours a week, having chronic pain and fatigue,
Never pooping.
Yeah.
I was not having it.
But today I got on my sort of pumpkin spices sweatshirt and I am forcing myself to get into that pumpkin spirit because
YOLO.
today I am making a pumpkin spice face mask that has antioxidants in it to apparently help me with my horrible wrinkles that I have obtained since being in a constant stressful state. A vegan pumpkin pie because even though everybody I know is a pro-lettuce activist, gotta have something for me to enjoy on the wonderful day of Thanksgiving, even though this pie is going to most certainly be bad by the time that time comes around. And to finish up this video, I am shoving a pumpkin up my ass because
I love fall.
and what better way to celebrate the fact that it's fall than shoving a pumpkin up your butt?
Anyways,
As you can tell by my light source slowly failing, the sun is currently setting, so I must race time. Let's get this pumpkin spice face mask started. For the recipe, you will need pumpkin puree, preferably organic because
we are an organic household.
the original recipe said raw honey, but you know.
I'm vegan.
So, I'm gonna be using the not honey stuff. Let's see if that one works. Bentonite clay, because apparently this is supposed to detox my skin. I've also read online I could put it onto my armpits to detox my lymph nodes. Maybe I should try that someday. Just have a casual video where I'm casually detoxing my armpits, all casual-like. And cinnamon powder. Apparently you're not supposed to use this if you have really sensitive skin, which I do have, but I want the antioxidant power of cinnamon on my face. I am going to be living my best YOLO life, and step one is to put cinnamon on my face even though my skin is incredibly sensitive. So let's put the thing together.
Hello.
I grabbed a plate. You need a bowl. 1 teaspoon of pumpkin puree.
Coming at ya.
I wish I brought my own can opener. Holy fuck. Excuse me while I go get assistance. Back with assistance. Yeah. Oh god. Oh, I don't know where the other splurt went. 1 teaspoon of pumpkin puree. 1 teaspoon of this crap. Oh god. Half a teaspoon of bentonite clay. Yeah, daddy, get in there. Oh, I hope that's bentonite. I have no idea what the bag was. Just a clay-ish looking figure that I had laying around in my kitchen. The cinnamon, I don't really know how I'm gonna do this, so I'm just gonna dump some in and do a prayer. And you take a fork or something and you mix this guy together. And you're just supposed to take the guy and rub him on your face. This feels so wrong. I am back and better than ever. I ran out of sunlight. The desk light is not bright enough to brighten this kitchen, so I had to move into the awkward angle of this angle. Off to a great start. So how am I feeling after this face mask? Do I look refreshing, youthful?
Do you want to be my boyfriend?
Well, to be honest, my face kind of burns a bit. Probably because I use the cinnamon. Should have listened to the rules, but women who follow the rules rarely make history. Now we're moving on to the pie. The pie. Let's be real. The pie crust looks incredibly complicated. All these rules I need to follow, like plastic wrap, ½ an inch, flip it, don't even think about it.
Do it! Just do it! Do it!
Oh my god.
I got kind of scared. I'm your friendly neighborhood hoe. I'm not a professional baker. I was originally gonna try saving myself from the drama and disappointment by just buying a store-bought one, but
Honey,
I am all about that YOLO life, so I'm gonna make that pie crust and I'm gonna make it good.
Do it!
I got this recipe from the Minimalist Baker. In case you didn't notice, I'm just taking all her recipes and remaking them myself. She probably hates me because stealing her swag.
But hey, girl.
At least I'm giving you credit. She wants that Bob's Red Mill flour. She appears to be really moist about this gluten-free baking flour. I tried the now one last time. Worked pretty good, but she is overflowing for this one. I got a salt. I got a butter. And ice cold water. This is the coldest water in the world. It's literally frozen on the inside. Let's get crusting. First, we gotta grab our handy dandy fork. This is gonna be the whisk or the crust. First, you want to praise Lord LaCroix in all of his glory.
But for the pie, though.
You 1 1/4 cups of that flour she's really overflowing for. He'll come out. Oh, we gotta follow her. And then she wants 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Since this salt is brand new, we gotta snip him away.
Perfect!
Now I must whisk them together. Now the hoe wants to get all buttered up. So I'm taking my Miyoko's Creamery butter. My god, this stuff is
So good.
if you've never had this in butter, oh, you're missing out, dude. Oh god. She wants 6 tablespoons of this butter, so I am starting with this coffee measuring cup. It's 2 tablespoons. Come on. Ah! This is where stuff starts getting a little confusing. She's all like, salt the cold butter in, work it gently with a fork. The pastry, don't overwork. Just do it.
Honey,
I don't speak pie. I got my dollop in. It's cold. I'm just gonna work it in.
oh god.
If I can get it off my finger. Got that off my finger at least. Looking lumpier than my butt.
Yeah.
Next, we're supposed to be adding the ice cold water to the pie crust dough, but it says to mix it with a wooden spoon. Yuck ho, don't got no wooden spoon. So I'm going to be using a plastic one. If that is a sin, well,
I'm sorry.
we all don't have the privilege of owning a wooden spoon.
Now do we?
I guess you're just supposed to mix it in, kind of make it workable. Forgive me if I'm wrong. That was literally one of the hardest things I had ever done in my freaking life. I am probably never going to make a pie crust again.
You want to get real about
For
it.
whatever reason, I didn't even use my plastic spoon. It was like... So I dead ass went in with my hand and started mixing it and found that that mixed way better. For anybody that's gonna hate on me for doing that, because
To be honest.
I haven't washed my hands in like 4 years. All y'all fake ass bitches is jealous because here I am still keeping it real after all the fame I've accumulated here on YouTube. This is where stuff starts getting kind of weird. First things first.
Oh!
Gotta lay down some plastic wrap. I don't know why, but that's what it says to do. You're supposed to take it and you're supposed to form a 1/2 inch disc. It says to use a rolling pin, but
Again.
who doesn't have the privilege of owning one of those? So I'm gonna use my hands. Just kind of push him down. Change my ankle. Let's do him. Doing good. I find that when you work with your palms versus your fingers, you get a more flat up top versus
You know.
finger indentations. All right, after about 15 minutes smushing him down, comparing him to the size of this pre-made crust that I bought, I can't find empty pie tins anywhere.
What the heck?
I have finally completed El Crusto. I'm gonna gently wrap this bad boy up. It says to refrigerate him for at least 30 minutes.
So,
I'm gonna go do laundry now. Let's preheat that oven up to 350 degrees, y'all. Nice. Now I'm supposed to prepare the pie filling. For the pie filling, you need maple syrup. It originally calls for brown sugar, but I am your kind of person that's trying to reduce the amount of cane sugar in their diet, so we got this. Look at my refrigerator. You can tell it's probably old enough to be my grandma. There we go. Got arrowroot powder, pumpkin spice, leche de almond, oil de coconut, and congratulations, more pumpkin. The recipe says to blend the filling ingredients. I personally own a Vitamix. You don't have to use a Vitamix. This thing should be pretty soft. I would hope so. It's pumpkin pie filling. So basically any blender will do. So first I'm gonna get together all my wet guys. I need 2 3/4 cup of this here pumpkin. Then you want to add in your coconut sugar.
What the fuck you do? You want to go and continue adding in the wet ingredients.
Time to add in the maple syrup.
Oh my god.
Why do they have to do like double safety seals? I'm gonna kill that guy that poisoned the Tylenol.
He's still alive.
Then you want to add 1/3 of a cup of the unsweetened almond milk. Mine's vanilla. You already know why if you watched my last cooking video.
Jeez.
Then you want 2.5 tablespoons of this here arrowroot flour. You can also use cornstarch too, but
YOLO.
then you want 1 3/4 of a teaspoon of this here pumpkin pie spice. This is some fancy organic one. Fancy organic ones also don't want to open very easily. That's
Convenient. Guy.
Then you want to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Wait.
Alright, now that I have this guy all done and good, this is where stuff starts getting really confusing. If you actually went and took the time to read the directions, you'd be like,
What?
and you would want to see a visual reference and
But yeah.
I understand why people don't like making baking videos. It's kind of a B word to constantly be moving around your camera, your ring light, worried about electrical things and other things. I understand why all them bitches only stay on them blog sites.
But
We are ready to fill the thing. I do not understand any of it, how this is supposed to work.
ready to die.
I have my pie crust. Well, not this one. I'm not using this one. It's a perfectly fine pie crust if you are into high fructose corn syrup and other things that aren't good for you. So I'm really just saving myself from a life of misery because as we all know, gluten is a byproduct of the devil. Now I'm just gonna take my beautiful homemade pie crust and I'm gonna just kind of throw him because I do not understand the jibber jabber this lady's talking about.
Bitch, what the fuck?
Just get your shit straight. I'm just gonna toss him in just like that. Don't think about it. Okay, bitch, not thinking about it. The amount of love and time put into this pie is an art form of its own.